Simple step forward. Fencer gets his medium distance, and after that, a straight cross to the body. Straight cross to the body. Coach has the three possibilities. With the student preparatory step, the coach can stay on the place. In this case, his stationary position is going to be the signal for student to start the straight cross. Or the coach, the master retreats. In this case, the student resets. And the third one, which is we also know that coach attacks the student in the initial part of the step forward. The coach attacks the student. In this case, the student makes a counter attack, angulated throws to the master's hand and goes back. And here is one more option for you. Sometimes, when the student makes the straight cross with lunge, sometimes the coach may parry the student with quad and riposte, just like a foil riposte, and the student in the lunge makes a counter quad parry and the filo riposte to the coach's body. Okay, so we also practice a counter riposte exercise. To medium distance, empty step forward, nothing to do, just come forward. If the coach doesn't move, students start with a straight cross with lunge. The coach allows the hit, or sometimes, not very often, sometimes may parry the student with quad and the riposte to the student's body. Students make a counter parry quad in lunge and the counter riposte with filo riposte. So that's an additional extra. Otherwise, you already made this exercise. So, for example, the system, how to warm up a quad. Lead my blade into quad. Yeah. Okay, and you also can correct the mistake. That's very bad. Here, this is the quad. This is wrong, right? Okay, you must have a break here. Okay. No, one more thing. Yes, and you can stop here. Don't go further. Good. Okay, go back to on gas. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a system. The student, the fencer, carrying the coach blade from one side to the other side. Yeah? And the fencing on guard is relatively straight, but the quad is not exactly straight. It must have a break here outside the hand. Some circular quad, circular. Yeah. Return to the center. Yeah. Always the same end. Yeah. One more. Good. Very good. Okay, relax a little. Quad. Go closer to the student. Short distance from the body to the body. After someone quad, the student may start with a thrust here. That's a filo, yeah, engaged thrust. But after which quad is up to her. So how many circle quads she makes is up to her. And yeah, very good. Repeat it. Quad, circular. Yeah, very good. So that's very important, this angulation here. Yeah. And same with the end of the filo riposte as well. She must have an angulation, gentle angulation outside the hand. Can you remember that was the description of the quad general? Hand position is 6, and the forearm and the blade they are aligned with one another. We have an angulation outside the hand. Okay, so the 6 is straight, forearm and the blade in line with one another, are in line with one another, but it's not true with the quad. With the quad, the forearm and the blade, they are not in line with one another. You must have an angulation outside the hand. Of course, with the filo riposte, we just keep this angulation. Or I would say like an opposite position of a bow. You know, with the normal straight thrust, we have a bow position inwards. With the quad filo, we have a bow position outwards. But, you know, this explanation is just very similar with another one. You keep a gentle angulation outside of your hand at the end of it. Yeah? And yes, very good. And therefore, the two people can see each other outside of the guard. That's the good end position. Super. Okay. Straight thrust. In your own time. Yeah. And recover. Off. Stay in line. Watch. Yeah. Very deep. And the reload and recover. Stay in line. Watch. And recover. Good. Look at this method. This is not a contemporary report. I know the finish of her first attempt, and I ask her to stay in line, and I pass my blade to her, and she makes a quad parry in line and recover. So it's not necessary to parry her as a warm-up. You can load the hit. You may load it. Stay. Quad. And recover. One more. Stay. More. And recover. Look at that. That was a preparatory exercise for the contact. I didn't make the parry immediately. I allowed her to finish the straight thrust, and after that I asked for a parry. It was not a counter parry exercise, but a system how to warm up the counter parry. And after to warm up the quad, like this, find out something, warm up exercise for quad. And after that you can start the lean exercise. Long distance, preparatory step. If I don't need it, we can attack me. Okay? And this time the coach has four possible options. 4 options. Stay, retreat, attack the student, or maybe parry the student. And recovery and one. That's the good. I was wrong because we could have warmed up the hand thrust as well. We didn't warm up the hand. So we also warm up the hand thrust, angulated hand thrust before to start this complex exercise. Please warm up the hand thrust as well. Just the hand thrust. In my hand time, do it. And this will good. Wait. Watch here. Super. Okay. And after to warm up the quad repose, after to warm up the hand thrust, you can start the lean exercise. Watch here. come on, step back. Yeah, so not only one step, but more than one step. Good. Oh. Slow step, slow but normal length of the step. That's a surprise. That was low. Good. Very important, the straight cross with life. It has to be a first intention performance. That's the main exercise within this complex exercise. So in the student's brain, the student's head, only this exercise is done. Straight across to your body if the circumstances makes it possible. Circumstances means correct distance. That's the criteria of the exercise. The passive parade of you. No. Every other possibility for the coach has to be surprised. Okay. The main exercise, that's the only what is in the student's head. And one more back, and that's the original longer. Don't forget it, please, the type of the parry for the coach. Is that a grazing parry or maybe a big parry? Definitely big parry, because in the big parry, you can give a significant signal for the students for the contact parry. Timing of the contact parry, rhythm of the contact parry. Okay, so try to make a quite big parry, not engaged parry, not grazing parry. No more. Oh, it's okay. That was a hit, but that's not a problem. Fine. Of course, this parry riposte for the coach is not a real parry riposte, it's a competitive parry riposte. It's a quick parry and just a short arm extension in the direction to the stomach area, like a foil riposte. Okay? And also, basically, you can help yourself in a very little step back. It's difficult to make a successful parry for the coach. Because you have to do it in the last moment of taking that effect, not in the early time. But while the student riposte, you cannot move. You are on the place. Very strong. Okay. And the big parry and the short. Okay. It's just a control of the correct performance of the straight jump. The ball was a yeah? Yeah, have to watch here. Don't watch the coach hand. Watch to the body. That was a malfunction. Okay, thank you very much indeed. It's very good. No, guys, it's a very complex exercise, but the student keeps mind the main exercise only. Straight goes to the body when the circumstances may after the preparation. Later we can extend this exercise or develop this exercise more on the student's recovery. We will attack the student and the student makes a very so many other things are there as a possibility. Please use these 4 options at the moment. 4 options. Allow the hip, retreat, attack the student, or parry the student. So they are the 4 options. 4 options. Preparation step like this. Keep us able to assist to him.
Slow preparation step.
No? So slow preparation step. And the coach has to be ready. What is what the coach wants to do? Before the student starts the preparatory step, you already must know what is the one from the 4 what you will do.